Hello guys, welcome to Daddy Share Space and welcome to my channel. I saw that Best Buy had the Sony A6600 on sale from its normal price. Well, it used to be like $13.99 for the camera body only, and then it dropped down to I want to say $11.99 simply because the A6700 came out, which is the newer camera. But I just happened to look on Best Buy's site and it was on sale, $200 off, so it came down to $999. So in my shop, I actually had 4 cameras. I had one A6700, 3 A6600s, and I used that to try to add a little bit of variety to my videos, being that I'm a one-man person recording videos, and I like to offer, you know, alternative angles, as you can see here in my videos. And so having multiple cameras, 4 that I was using, was very nice. Now there were times in my videos, and one that pops out immediately is the TSV60 video that I did. It's a Festool track saw where I was able to get really close on some of the controls so that you can actually see what I was interacting with. And I was able to do that because of this camera right here that I'm pointing at, which is my 90mm lens. It's a Sony lens that I bought. It's a pretty pricey lens. It came in at around, I want to say around $1,000 or just over 1,000. So anyways, as I was saying, I noticed that there was a sale on the camera, so I decided to go ahead and do the unconventional thing, and I decided to go ahead and buy a 5th Sony camera. I did not get the A6700, and reason being is because I felt like the A6700, though it does offer some value, actually it's this camera right here, the image stabilization is still not super great. I did end up having to buy a gimbal to be able to use with the camera, so even though the image stabilization is supposed to be better on this particular camera, and it does have some beneficial features, obviously it has the flip around screen as opposed to the screen that flips up on top. And so I see that as it's a positive. However, because I've been using the A6600 for so long and it has the screen that flips up on top, and I've been using it for a while, I've grown accustomed to that. And so I didn't realize how much of a adjustment it would be to move over to the A6700. It's not a bad thing, it's just different. It's changed my workflow because 3 of my cameras are A6600s. And so that's why when I decided to buy this 5th camera, which is an A6600 as well, I got it for the deeper price cut because I believe the A6700 was $13.99. I got it for $9.99, so it's $400 down from that price. But it also gives me a more consistent workflow from what I was used to having, where I have the monitor flip up over the top of the camera versus over to the side like this one. And the other thing is, you know, I see the monitor being in front being more, even though it blocks the hot shoe, if you were going to use that, what it does offer is the ability to be able to see the camera from multiple angles. When I'm using this camera here, there's a reason why I have it on this left side. Like, I place it on a particular side is so I can actually see the viewer. If I place the camera on the opposite side in certain scenarios, I'm unable to see across the camera body to see what I need to see what's in the shot. So I see now the benefit of the monitor actually coming up in the center of the camera, though like I said, it does limit the access to the hot shoe. Anyways, going forward, you know, this video is not just about the camera. I did upgrade, so now I can utilize my 90mm lens when I'm doing my unboxings, when I'm doing my videos, when I want you to see something a little bit more closely. But let me just give a quick rundown. So right here in front of me, I have the Sony A6600 with a 10 to 18mm lens. That gives me the ability to have a wider focal length, so you know, you can see the widescreen and I can get more in the shot. The camera could be closer to me. And then to the left and the right, I have an A6700 over here on my left, an A6600 on my right, and they are both fitted with the same lens, so that I'm going to get a very similar angle when I set them accordingly. And it's just going to give me the ability to add a little bit more variability to my videos, so you're not always seeing one scene. So you can see this scene 1 minute, and then you can see this one for the next, and I can set these up. And being that the lenses are very similar, I can kind of adjust to get a very similar shot. Both of these cameras are rocking a 16 to 50mm lens, and then up top here I this is the camera that I usually will use with my little kind of crane system to be able to do top-down videos, and it has the 18 to 135 millimeters. So if I need to kind of adjust to get closer to whatever I have here on the table, I can do that with no problem with that particular lens. Now the downfall to using that lens is the opposite of obviously using this lens. When I use this lens, it's bringing in so much data and so much field of view that sometimes whatever I'm talking about can get lost in everything that's going on around it. Alternatively, when I use the telephoto lens that I have up here, sometimes I'm not able to get as much as I would like into the shot, which causes issue. These lenses here are a nice in between. They give me a little bit more of a wider field of view, but they can also zoom in closer than this particular lens that I'm using in front of me. And obviously the macro lens that I have up here is very limiting for what it is. It takes amazing pictures, and it's also going to give me, like I said, a lot more clarity with close-up shots. But it's kind of like things that I would do, like if I had an 8K camera, I could just punch in and punch out at different places. This gives me a physical way to punch in, so I can talk to you now, or I can talk to you right now and be more engaging, and I can just switch from one camera mode to the next, or from one camera to the next, which gives a different type of connection in the video, if you will. So anyways, just a short little video talking about my upgrade to a 5th camera so that I can have all my lenses running at the same time. And then even if I'm not going to use this particular camera to record video, what I will be using it for is to do, you know, some photography things, as far as being able to get some really close-up shots. So that's all that I have for this particular video. I just want to thank you guys for taking time to watch the video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care.